Wang Yibo invited to dinner by XIAO ZHAN'S parents. Fans can't keep calm. It started as a whisper, a soft, almost unbelievable murmur drifting through fan circles late at night, screens glowing, hearts racing, group chats exploding. Then the whisper turned into a roar. Wang Yibo was invited to dinner by XIAO ZHAN'S parents. Not a brand event. Not a drama press dinner. Not a carefully choreographed public appearance. A family dinner. And just like that, the internet lost its mind. A rumor that felt different. Fans are no strangers to rumors. The entertainment world survives on them. But this one hit differently because it didn't feel loud or flashy. It felt quiet, intimate, almost sacred. The story that spread was simple yet explosive. XIAO ZHAN'S parents, known for being private and dignified, personally invited Wang Yibo to a dinner gathering. No cameras, no press, just warm lights, home-cooked dishes, and a table that carried more meaning than any red carpet ever could. Within minutes, hashtags began climbing. Screenshots flew. Fans refreshed timelines like their lives depended on it. Because if true, this wasn't just friendly. This was personal. The dinner that shook the fandom. According to circulating accounts, the dinner took place in a quiet, upscale residence away from the city's chaos. No luxury hotel, no celebrity restaurant. A place that felt lived in, where memories mattered more than aesthetics. The scene fans imagined was vivid. Wang Yibo arriving dressed simply, no stage persona, no superstar armor. Just him. Polite, respectful, a little reserved. The kind of entrance that doesn't announce itself, but still changes the air in the room. XIAO ZHAN'S mother greeting him first, her smile gentle but observant. His father offering a firm handshake, eyes sharp yet warm, the kind that silently asks, "Who are you really?" And XIAO ZHAN, standing there, calm on the surface, but fans swear they could feel the nervous energy through the story alone. Not just any guest. In traditional families, especially ones that value discretion and boundaries, invitations like this aren't casual. Fans were quick to point it out. Parents don't invite just anyone to dinner. Especially not someone living under the same intense spotlight as their son. This wasn't about fame. Wang Yibo has plenty of that. This was about trust. The idea that XIAO ZHAN'S parents would open their home, even symbolically, to Wang Yibo sent one clear message to fans. He matters. And that realization hit like thunder. A table full of unwritten meaning. Imagine the table. Steam rising from dishes prepared with care. The clink of chopsticks. The soft hum of conversation that doesn't need to impress anyone. Fans imagined XIAO ZHAN'S mother serving food, gently insisting, "Eat more." Wang Yibo thanking her politely, posture straight, manners impeccable. XIAO ZHAN'S father asking thoughtful questions, not about fame or awards, but about work ethic, values, and the kind of person Wang Yibo is when the lights go out. And Wang Yibo answering honestly, calmly, not performing, just being. That image alone sent waves through the fandom. Fans notice everything. What truly fueled the fire wasn't just the dinner rumor, it was the timing. Fans began connecting dots. Old interviews resurfaced. Past interactions replayed in slow motion. Glances once dismissed suddenly felt loaded. Silences once ignored now felt intentional. Did you notice how relaxed they've been lately? Why does this suddenly make sense? This explains so much. The fandom turned into detectives overnight. The silence that spoke louder than words. Neither Wang Yibo nor XIAO ZHAN addressed the rumor. No denial. No clarification. No carefully worded statement. Just silence. And in the entertainment industry, silence is rarely empty. Fans interpreted it as respect for family, for privacy, for something that didn't need public validation. Sometimes, the loudest confirmation is choosing not to speak at all. Why this moment felt historic? This wasn't about shipping. Not really. It was about the shift. Fans felt like they were witnessing a rare moment where public personas faded and something real, human, peeked through. A reminder that behind schedules and scripts are people who value connection, approval, and home. For many, The idea of Wang Yibo sitting at that dinner table symbolized acceptance. A quiet nod from parents who had seen enough of the world to know sincerity when they felt it. Social media erupts. Within hours, fan art flooded timelines, soft sketches of dinner scenes, warm colors, subtle smiles. Poetic posts appeared, describing the dinner as a bridge between worlds and a moment where everything finally aligned. Comments poured in. This feels deeper than anything we've seen before. Parents don't invite lightly. This means something. I'm not crying, you are. Even longtime fans who stayed neutral admitted the story had weight. More than a rumor. Whether the dinner happened exactly as imagined may never be officially confirmed. But its impact is undeniable. It reminded fans why they care in the first place, not just about fame or visuals, but about humanity. About moments that happen away from cameras, where people are judged not by popularity, but by character. And in that imagined quiet dining room, Wang Yibo wasn't a global star. He was just someone worthy of a seat at the table. A memory that will linger. Long after hashtags fade, this story will linger in the fandom's collective heart. Not because it was dramatic, but because it was gentle. A dinner. A family. An invitation that felt like a door opening. And fans, watching from afar, felt like they witnessed something rare and beautiful. Because sometimes, the most mind-blowing scenes aren't loud at all. They're whispered over dinner. The invitation that changed everything. The moment the rumor surfaced, fans didn't just read it, they felt it. Because this wasn't the kind of news that screamed for attention. It slipped quietly into timelines, wrapped in disbelief and hope, and then exploded like fireworks behind closed eyes. Wang Yibo, XIAO ZHAN'S parents. Dinner. Three elements that, when combined, felt almost unreal. Fans replayed the words again and again, as if repetition might unlock hidden meaning. Invited by his parents. Not ran into. Not briefly met. Invited. The kind of word that carried intention, thought, and approval. The moment before the door opened. In fans' minds, the most powerful scene wasn't even the dinner itself. It was the moment before it. Wang Yibo standing outside the door. Not on a stage. Not under flashing lights. Just a quiet hallway, a deep breath, and a pause that felt heavier than any award ceremony. Fans imagined him adjusting his sleeves, expression calm, but eyes focused. Respectful. Prepared. Behind that door were not fans, not media, not colleagues. They were XIAO ZHAN'S parents, the people who raised him, protected him, and knew him long before the world ever did. That alone made the moment feel monumental. A parent's gaze is never random. Fans fixated on one detail above all else. Parents see what the world doesn't. When XIAO ZHAN'S father opened the door, at least in the scene fans vividly imagined, it wasn't with excitement or starstruck awe. It was with quiet assessment, a look that weighed character over reputation. That gaze alone sent chills through the fandom. Because if Wang Yibo passed that test, then nothing else mattered. The dinner table as a symbol. The dinner table became a powerful image, almost mythical. Not because of what was served, but because of what it represented. For seats. For people. One moment frozen in time. Fans imagined XIAO ZHAN'S mother gently filling bowls, her movements soft and deliberate. The kind of warmth that doesn't ask questions, but offers comfort anyway. Wang Yibo listening more than speaking, nodding respectfully, answering carefully, not because he was nervous, but because he understood the weight of being there. And XIAO ZHAN, sitting across from him, familiar yet different in this space. Not the celebrity, just a son, watching quietly, feeling the room, knowing exactly how rare this moment was. Unspoken approval. What sent fans spiraling wasn't grand gestures, it was the small things. A second serving offered. A relaxed conversation that lasted longer than planned. A father's question turning into genuine discussion instead of polite formality. In many cultures, these moments mean more than words ever could. Fans clung to that idea. Approval doesn't always come as a statement. Sometimes it comes as time given freely. Why this hit so deep? This part of the story struck a nerve because it touched something universal. Everyone understands what it means to bring someone home. To introduce them not to the world, but to the people whose opinion matters most. Fans didn't just see celebrities in this rumor.
They saw themselves.
Their own hopes. Their own quiet wishes for acceptance, for understanding, for belonging. That's why the story refused to fade. The internet holds its breath. As discussions grew louder, something strange happened. No chaos followed. No leaked photos. No anonymous insider details. No sudden denials. Just stillness. Fans interpreted it as respect. A collective unspoken agreement that some moments deserved to remain untouched. The lack of spectacle made the story feel realer, not weaker. A moment that redefined everything. This wasn't about labels or conclusions. It was about a shift in perception. After this rumor, fans looked back at everything differently, past collaborations, quiet support, shared history. The dinner became a lens through which old moments suddenly carried new weight. And at the center of it all was one simple idea. Wang Yibo wasn't just welcomed as a guest. He was welcomed as someone who mattered. The door that stayed closed, on purpose. When the night ended, at least in the version fans hold on to, the door closed softly. No photos. No announcements. Just a shared understanding that some things didn't need an audience. And that might be the most powerful part of all. Because in an industry built on visibility, privacy can be the loudest declaration. The dinner wasn't just a rumor. It was a moment fans will remember as the night, everything quietly, irrevocably changed.